What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Well, as you can tell from the title, it is official. The United States has officially announced, Donald Trump just announced on Truth Social, on X, on all platforms, that the United States has officially bombed Iran. And we're going to go, this whole video, I just got this news coming across the tape. We're going to go ahead and dive into exactly what's going on, what this means, what exactly happened. We're going to go ahead and get the mainstream media coverage as well. And we're going to cover all the reactions from all around social media. So if you guys enjoy, stay around. Let me know what you guys think. But let's go ahead and dive into exactly what's going on. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up this post really quick. Sorry, I just ran in. This is pretty breaking still. I haven't seen mainstream media cover it yet. But let me go ahead and get my screen up here, and I'll go ahead and get the different news sources as well. So let's go ahead and jump right into this right now. Let me make sure that we're good on audio. I'll do a quick sound check really quick, but we should be all set. All right, let's see here. Okay, yes. So let me double check. Okay, we should be good to go. Okay, cool. So we should be good to go. I'll do a quick sound check and we'll be set. Yep. All right. Audio is good. Okay, sweet. So let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and let me see if I can get this up really quick. Okay, let me get this up for us. Live. Let me see if I can get, let's see if they're covering it. Let me see if any mainstream media is covering it just yet. Give me 1 second to kind of get the mainstream news coming up. I'm going to remove this. Let's do this. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So again, breaking news: the United States just struck Iran. Donald Trump said in a statement. Let me go ahead and turn this off really quick. But yeah, this is pretty crazy. The United States is now involved in an official attack on Iran, which Trump told us on Thursday that it was going to be 2 weeks, and now, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So let me go ahead and get this. 8, 2, 9. Okay, I should be back. Sorry about that. I had to refresh my browser. All right, cool. All right, so you guys should be able to hear me. Let's see. Okay, let me go ahead and see if Fox is covering this yet. Let me refresh this really fast. Let me see. No, it doesn't look like that Fox is covering it yet. Let me go ahead and pull off of this. But yeah, let's go ahead and read Donald Trump's statement really quick. Donald Trump just put it out on Truth Social, and we've never really had a president do this before. Kind of announced that he attacked another country on Twitter. So it's interesting. Let me go ahead and open this up. Okay, so you have President Trump. He said, let's go ahead and zoom in on this. This is pretty crazy that this is all happening right now. All right, he says, let me go ahead and double check that we're good here. Okay, Donald Trump, we have completed our very successful attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordo, Natanz. I don't know how to say these Iranian countries. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordo. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. So that he doesn't say whether the strike was successful or not, but he does say that they did attack Fordo, which is this is crazy that he did this over Twitter. It's not wrong. It's just we're not used to this. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There's not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace. Thank you for the attention to this matter. So I want to see if we have any videos of what happened. Obviously, you're starting to see this is coming breaking all over the internet right now. You have Daily Wire, Marco Rubio. Let's go ahead and see if there's any additional details with OSNet. And this will be fascinating to get. Okay, so U.S. officials have confirmed that B-2A Spirit long-range stealth bombers have participated in tonight's strikes by the U.S. against nuclear facilities in Iran. It appears that the B-2s heading to Guam were the perfect distraction for the actual strike operation against Iran. Interesting. So the B-2s that went out this morning were just the cover up for what ended up happening, the bombing. Okay. I wonder which aircraft munitions were used for the strikes, likely the B-2s from Diego Garcia or possibly additional B-2s. Heavy GPS jamming and disruptions are being reported right now throughout Iran, across the U.S., Middle East, likely part of tonight's U.S. strikes against Iranian facilities, as well as preparations for a possible response by Iran. So this is actually this strike by the United States is like the beginning of a chapter, right? Because now we're going to have to see how Iran is going to respond. This is the beginning of a war, right? It's unfortunate, but whether you hate it or not, Donald Trump made the decision. Hopefully, he did it with the best of intel possible. But this is the reality of the matter. Heavy GPS jamming and disruptions. We talked about that. A significant change in what we've seen over the last week. Flight tractors are currently not showing any U.S. military aircraft operating over the Middle East. Okay, of course. Now, where the United States is going into wartime mode, the United States literally just bombed another country. It, after trying to negotiate. So I want to get everybody else's initial. So it was 37 minutes. So here's kind of the timeline for the last like 30 minutes. This account, OS and Defender, he was like, hey, it's been like 24 hours since Iran launched ballistic missiles at Israel. Are they running low on launchers or medium? Like it's kind of been quiet. Well, I think we figured out why they've been quiet. And then Donald Trump comes out and announces like, hey, we just bombed Iran. So I want to go ahead. Give me 1 second to see if I can pull up some live news coverage for us and see what everybody's talking about. This is kind of unexpected for a Saturday. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find something. Here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna pull on to CNN right now. Okay, I have another strategy that I have to do. But yeah, this is pretty crazy. So I forgot I have to do something really weird in order to get news up, but that's fine. Okay, let me see if I can do it. But yeah, this is fascinating. I did not expect this to be happening at all, but here we are. Let me go ahead and see. Okay, you guys can see that screen. Okay, let me um, let me see if I can get this up for you for us. I have a little bit of a workaround in order to be able to get. Let me see. Okay, here we go. It's been a while since I've had to do this. Okay, let me see if this works. Okay, let me do this. Mute, mute. Okay. Now, if I do this, let's see if my sneaky little way works still. So if I do, aha, it does work. Okay, great. So now if I share this tab, if I do, if I share, if I want to share, oh wait, I want to do, sorry, I want to try to get the news up so we can kind of get the reactions of what is going on here. Window, let's see, tab. I'm trying to find where to. Okay, it's not that one. Let me see. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to try to get this up for us. Let's see. Can you guys see that and hear that? Okay, I wanna go ahead and do a sound check. Let me see. Oh, I don't have my phone. Let me check on my iPad really quick to see. Okay, I'm checking audio 1 second. Sorry, I was not prepared for this, but let's see. Hopefully, you guys can hear. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and pull off. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I apologize. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Let me go ahead and get my bearings straight really quick. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Um, it looks like you guys were not able to hear CNN, which is fine. President Trump is coming to speak, so I definitely want to make sure that I can get audio up for that. Let me just do a quick check on everything. Sorry, just want to make sure I have everything squared away. Okay, so again, breaking news: Iran, the United States just bombed Iran. Let me go ahead and switch tabs over here. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, you guys should be able to see that. Okay, but let me go ahead and present. I know why you guys weren't getting sound. That's fine. Okay, let me fix this window. Let me just do a tab. Okay, I know why you guys weren't getting sound. That's fine. Okay, let me switch over here. I just want to get the public reaction. I want to get as much as I can. President Trump is going to speak this afternoon, but let me go ahead and, if you guys wouldn't mind, let me go ahead and throw up a thumbnail for us really quickly. I want to do. Let me do something like this. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna do a thumbnail, and then I'll pay full attention with everything that's going on. Let's see. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I'm just gonna do US. Okay, let me see here. So let's do let's do this one. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Okay, I just want to throw something up for us really quick. Okay. Sorry. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I want to be able to cover this. Okay. So this is very surprising. Okay. Let's see here. So let me go ahead and throw a thumbnail up. Let's see. Let's see if I can do, how do I get a thumbnail up here? Can I get a thumbnail? I don't know if I can. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Sorry. I know this is chaotic and I'm just kind of doing this on the air right now. I don't normally do this on the air, but I wanted to cover this. So, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to figure out how to do a thumbnail from YouTube Studio while I'm live. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. Okay, I see. So we're going to do, I just want to make a quick thumbnail for everybody that's coming to watch. We got President Trump there. Cool picture. Okay, and then I'm going to throw a picture of my face on there, and we'll be solid. Let's see. Let's see. Looking for a picture of my face. Okay. Let's see here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll recap everything that's going on right now. There's a lot of breaking news. President Trump will come speak in just a minute, and I'll make sure that our audio is all set for that so we can listen to President Trump speak. Geez, I cannot find a picture of my own face. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's scoot that over. Okay, and I'm going to do this. Okay, sweet. Why doesn't it want to match? We'll do, can I do blue? There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, sweet. I want to go ahead and cover everything that is going on. Let me throw a thumbnail on this stream really quick. Okay, we have a thumbnail. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and get our audio up so that we can watch President Trump come speak to the nation, I guess. Let me get this situated really quick. Okay, new. Okay, turn that off. Okay. Oh, wait. That's why. I know why. Aha. I figured it out. Let's see if my trick works. Mhm. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me do it audio. Can you hear the audio?
This
Can
is
you hear
not
audio
about
now?
regime change. It's about your nuclear facilities. Should have taken the deal. You didn't. This is
Can you
where we are.
see?
It can stop here or it can escalate. And
There we
the
go.
objective through that diplomacy is not to go up that escalation ladder,
Okay,
to
cool.
try to stop it here.
It looks like we
But
have audio
this is
now.
look. This is a
Okay, so
incredibly
President
serious
Trump is
moment.
going to come speak,
I
but it
think
looks like
that
we have
diplomacy
audio
has
now.
to be active,
So,
engaged
sorry, I'm a
from all
mess, but I want
sides,
to go ahead
our
and try to cover
allies,
this
our
as best as I
partners, even those who
can.
might not agree with this
Um,
decision, trying to ensure we do not go up that ladder. But if we do, I'm fairly confident that CENTCOM has prepared our own counters should that happen.
okay,
Brett, use your judgment on what you can say,
let's
but
see
I just want
here.
to ask, how confident can
Okay,
U.S. officials be, Air Force, everybody else, be about the level of damage is sufficient enough, particularly at the Fordo facility? Are they able to do real-time assessments of, or does that require, repositioning satellites and that's going to take some time before there's an accurate sense of how damaged these facilities are based on this new attack?
One thing I'd say about this operation, we know a lot about it. So this is not like a new situation, a new target. I don't want to say too much, but I think our commanders, they knew exactly what to
okay,
target, what to hit, the pilots.
okay. Let's go ahead and pull
So
off this.
that's one thing.
I want
But yes,
I
there will
want to go ahead and
be over
recap
the
with you guys.
coming
It does look like.
hours,
Let me go ahead and
as light comes
pull
up,
off
there will be battle
this.
damage
Let me go ahead
assessments to
and
determine.
mute that really quick. I'll keep that in the background. You guys shouldn't be able to hear that. So it does look like President Trump. Hopefully, you guys are able to hear me okay. It does look like President Trump is going to address the nation at about 10 p.m., which will be 7 p.m. Eastern Hour Time. Um, so okay, so President Trump is going to come speak. Okay. So sorry, I this is I do this just for fun, not as a primary thing. But let me go ahead. Let's go look at what Donald Trump is saying, and then we can touch base from there. Okay. So let me see. Where was it? Was it unusual whales? Okay. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Let's share this tab. No. Okay. You guys can see this. I believe it was um I might need to get to Truth Social. Stock T News. Okay. So according to this account, which Let's see. Okay. So hopefully I can stay live for this. This is a pretty big deal. I may or may not be live. But President Trump announced that he will be addressing the nation at 10 p.m. Eastern regarding the military operation in Iran. He said exactly that. So he'll be at the White House, of course, he's going to say very successful. That's his job. Very successful operation in Iran. And this is a historic moment for the United States of America, Israel, and the world. Iran must now agree to end this war. Thank you. So I want to see what Trump is saying, and we'll go ahead and look at the other news networks here in just a second. But I want to see if there's any other reporting of what's going on. Let's go check OSNet Defender. He has some pretty good things. He's pretty quick. OSNet Defender. Okay, I want to check what he's saying. Okay, let's see here. So despite many accounts on X are now claiming this video is old and is not from tonight. Okay, so it looks like there's some. So the New York Times is now saying that the United States has officially entered the war against Israel's war against Iran. So the United States is officially at war, which is a pretty big deal. President Trump's going to be speaking at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. So that will be important to hear. Fordo, apparently, it sounds like it was obliterated. It just sounds like everything was obliterated. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this other news feed up, and we'll check. Let's see. Not that. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and listen in what they're saying here. Let me do an audio check while we do that.
We're trying to get our arms around what the real implications of it are. I've been trying to contact people in the region for the last hour. Obviously, it's the middle of the night. No one's answering their phones. People in Iran don't have internet at the moment. But I think based on what we've been hearing, one thing I can say with confidence is that it will be magical thinking to assume that there will not be some kind of a response for this. Because for the Iranian leadership...
Remember, Iran's threat has always been, if the United States strikes, you have to remember, Iran's threat has been that if the United States strikes, then the U.S. will feel the impacts of it. So President Trump had that on his mind while he made this decision to attack Iran, whether it's going to be on the United States homeland or whether it's going to be the United States bases in the Middle East. Iran said that they will respond. So that's obviously, I'm sure that weighed into President Trump's decision when it came to bombing Fordo, but it does not sound like anything is left there. I think we'll learn a lot from, I don't know how much we'll learn. I think President Trump is going to come out and do what he should and posture and say that the United States had a successful attack. Let's go ahead and I want to go and look at any other reactions that we can find online. Let me go ahead and share this tab. Let me mute this. Okay, that's muted. Let me go ahead and let's go pull over here and see let's go look at the reaction of the world. Okay, Pete Hegseth. It looks like he might have been involved. There will be no warning. Okay, interesting. So you have Bill Ackman. He's in full support of this. Patrick Bet-David is reacting to what Gavin Newsom's little spat last night. And let's see. Okay, so I'm really curious to see. You have people saying that Trump got out of the taco trade. Okay. Yeah, I mean, right now everybody kind of has the same information right now. Let's see if they have anything on this.
Gone off. There has not been incoming as of yet. We haven't seen any today, in fact. Unclear if one could read into that, what that might mean. But it was interesting to hear from Brett McGurk that U.S. officials and others are sending messages to Iran saying, this was it. This was the target. It's not about regime change.
Well, obviously for President Trump, I mean, as he has authorized these strikes, there's one thing that he doesn't want, and that is Iranian retaliation that could potentially draw the United States even deeper into a conflict in the Middle East. That seems to have been the main reason for why he was hesitating about carrying out these strikes in Iran, was the possibility that Iran would likely attack U.S. troops based in the Middle East. And one thing to keep in mind with that, first of all, there are tens of thousands of U.S. troops in the Middle East, and they are much closer than we are right now to Iran. You know, they are in Bahrain, they are in Iraq, they are in the United Arab Emirates, and those sites can be targeted not necessarily with ballistic missiles, but with less sophisticated missiles, and which Iran has in much larger quantities, and which the United States does not have as many air defenses in those areas as they do right here, where you have the Iron Dome, you have David Sling, you have Arrow 3, and you also have the United
let's
States
go ahead and
THAAD
see.
system
Let me
as
go ahead.
well.
Let me pull off of
the
this
two
really quick
primary
and see if I
targets
can
for
see
Iran
what
right now will be
Fox is saying. I think that would be interesting. Let me go ahead and pull off this. Let's see what Fox is saying really quick. Let me pull that up. CNN. Okay, here we go. That's Fox Business. Let's do this one. Okay, let's go ahead and take a listen at what Fox is saying really quick. I'll go ahead and do a quick audio
from
check.
Yemen in recent
Mhm.
10 days or so. And I think that is notable. But the U.S.
Okay.
military very much on high alert tonight, expecting what could come next. You have American soldiers in Syria and Iraq at small outposts, and they are vulnerable tonight.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I just heard that from General Petard, concern over that. Jen, thank you. Stand by. I've mentioned a couple of lawmakers who are obviously praising the president's decision and praising this action. There are others who are putting out statements that are not praising this. Thomas Massey, a Republican, saying that this is unconstitutional. Ro Khanna, a Democrat from California, saying we need to immediately return to D.C. and vote on Representative Massey and my war powers resolution to prevent America from being dragged into another endless Middle East war. If I was to guess, judging by President Trump's Truth Social post, the initial post, his statement that'll come live from the White House in the Oval Office, we assume the Oval Office at 10 p.m. Eastern time, will get into his thought process, his wish, as he said in that Truth Social, that Iran comes back to the negotiating table in the wake of what this was, a strike on 3 nuclear sites inside Iran with massive U.S. military power. Bring back Dan Hoffman. Dan, you heard Jen talking about the efforts around the world of these terror cells that Iran has tentacles in a number of different places. Do we know how
I'm going to go ahead and make
extensive
some
that
videos.
is
You guys can go ahead and catch
how
those videos
that
offline.
could or could
Yeah,
not
this
be
is a pretty big
activated?
deal. I'll be covering it throughout the night. So just
Yeah,
subscribe to
again,
the
I
channel
think
if you're
that's the
watching, and
challenge
I
for
will
the
catch
U.S.
you
intelligence
on the other side.
community as
Thanks
well
for
as
watching.
for our foreign government liaison partners.